My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Alrighty then, we have unlocked the ascension levels by completing one run with each character. The ascension levels will add a difficulty modifier per level. There are 20 levels of ascension. When you go from level 1 to 2, you are not only applying the extra modifier from 1, but also the extra modifier from 2. So when you have 20, you have 20 different levels of ascension all applied at the same time. They are cumulative. So the first level of ascension that I actually particularly enjoy is elites spawn more often. We'll be playing the Ironclad here. Now we're also going to be trying to focus a little bit on our score just so that we can unlock all of our cards as quickly as possible. Okay, remove a card from my deck, obtain 100 gold, choose a rare card to obtain, or a starting relic thing. I could go for the 100 gold and then purchase something from the first shop that I get to. Yeah, that seems good. More than happy to take that. All right. Oh. So we can see that there's more elites than there usually would be. There's 1, 2, 3 on this path. There can occasionally even be 4, which is super exciting, and I love going and hunting all 4 of them. Get enough relics and just let that carry us through. Or get a relic early that helps us define our run in a certain way. We'll take a copy of Whirlwind here. 5 damage to all enemies X times is just ridiculous. We'll get the relic, because in 2 spaces time I have a shop, so I have the ability to remove it. Magic Flower! Healing is 50% more effective during combat. So that's 3 extra HP for us at the end of each combat, courtesy of the Burning Blood. We'll take a copy of Inflame here. Oh my god! Chemical X! The effects of your cards that cost X are increased by 2. And I can even take a Shrug It Off as well. Oh my god. I obviously wanted to remove a card there, but no, I'm going for this. So we'll strike, Whirlwind. And Whirlwind is cast, although I only cast it for 1, it's cast as though I had 3 energy, because its effects are increased by 2. This could actually be a speedrun deck. Another copy of Inflame. Oh my god, yeah, it is looking more and more like a speedrun deck. So we'll upgrade Whirlwind here. Whirlwind is going to be our primary source of damage over the course of this entire run now. Oh my god, really? That's 40 damage in AoE. If I Inflame first, it is... what? 10, but it's 40 as well, so I definitely Inflame first. Hell yes! Take them out easily. Red Skull, while your HP is at or below 50%, you have 3 additional strength, as well as a copy of Thunderclap, Cleave, or Combust. Thunderclap does apply a vulnerability in AoE, but it only applies it for 1 turn, even when upgraded. So for that reason, I would have to have it in the same hand as Whirlwind before it's actually, you know, valuable for that specific interaction. I don't want to take another curse. I've already got a curse in my deck that I don't want to remove, or that I do want to remove, rather. Frozen Egg, whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgrade it. So you can see that what just happened there is we fought a buffed elite. The buffed elite gave us the Emerald Key. At the chests, we'll have the choice to take the Relic or a Sapphire Key. And then when we rest, we have the choice to upgrade, rest, or take the Ruby Key. Once we have all 3 of the keys, we can unlock the final act. So obviously what I'm going to be looking to do here is get both of my Inflames out before we start the fight. That is to say, before we wake the enemy up. Okay. It's going pretty damn well. I'll spend most of my effort defending myself here. Just because I know as soon as we get back to Whirlwind, that's lethal. Champion Belt. Whenever you apply Vulnerable, also apply 1 weak. Nice. There's a feed here that we could take. Feed would be deal 10 damage. If this kills a non-minion enemy, raise your max HP by 3. An interesting interaction is, because it raises your max HP, but also your current HP, if you have Magic Flower, you actually heal for a little bit as well as when you use Feed. So we'll be taking it. You come across a dead adventurer on the floor. His pants have been stolen. Also, the armor and face appear to be scoured by flames. Those possessions appear still intact. You're in no mind to find out what happened here. So, Scoured by Flames means that if we're searching, the monster that returns will be the Sentinels. I am really fine with fighting the Sentinels. However, we searched, we found the strawberries, so we can just now leave. Because even if I provoked the elite after that and then fought the elite, they would not provide for me another relic. So I just removed the regret from my deck there. There's an inflame I really wish I could take, but that's okay, we're fine. Okay. Oh my god, yeah, this is lethal next turn, easily. Hello, Whirlwinds. Goodbye, enemy. Vajra, started combat with 1 strength. Oh my god, this could scarcely be better. Take another Shrug It Off defensively here. As you can see, I'm kind of picking up the pace from the recent episodes. I'm kind of mindful of how slow the pace of those was. And I feel like immersion's probably the best way to learn here. Shrug it off. Damn it, I did get the Whirlwind. I was really hoping not to. I do need to defend there as best I can. Ow. Come on, and that's the Whirlwind. Sold 70 damage right there. So I'm accepting a bunch of damage here. I'm kind of effectively damage boosting, to use speedrun phraseology. Yeah, enemy is definitely dead literally as soon as I draw my next Whirlwind, so... got him. Poison Potion applies 6 poison. There's also a Barricade, Reaper, and Fiendfire. So Barricade obviously doesn't fit this deck. We don't have much defense in it. We don't intend to have much defense in it either. Reaper is interesting in that 4 damage to all enemies, heal for unblocked damage. We have a Vajra, so we have 5 damage to all enemies, so we've got a little bit of a bonus to it there. But also, the Magic Flower actually amplifies the amount it heals us for. So that's going to allow us to play more aggressive. Here, I desperately want the extra energy just because we have 2 cards that draw in both Shrug-It-Offs, as well as the Whirlwind that costs for X. So instead of taking Empty Cage or Eternal Feather, for every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site, we'll take the Cursed Key. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. I'm okay with that. I just really want the extra energy with this build. Okay, so how many elites can I kill? I can kill 3? Okay. Okay, not bad. We'll do that. Yeah, that's 61 damage on the first turn right there. It's going pretty well. And it looks like I might actually get my first feed off here as well. Shrug, feed, kill. Got him. Alright. Heavy Blade, we don't actually have... No, wait, we do have that much strength in the deck. We've got the 2 In Flames as well as the copy of Vajra. So Heavy Blade we unlocked last episode. That is deal 14 damage. Strength affects this card 3 times. Upgrades to affect it 5 times. So in the base deck right now, without upgrading this other Inflame, we have 6 strength in the deck. So this would increase by 18 damage to a total of 32. Or to 44 for 2 energy. When we have it upgraded. Do I want that? I think I do. So there is a problem in this fight. And that's that all of these enemies take 50% less attack damage, and it's cancelled if they are dealt attack damage 3 times in a single turn. So I'm going to be looking for the Whirlwind as quickly as possible here so that I can do that. There we go. So all of them lose their flight, and they fall down to the ground, and they are stunned for this turn. Makes life a lot easier for me. So now I'll just be looking to try and find feed, and I'll just be waiting until I get it, get more max HP. Seems a good idea to me. Come on, and draw feed. Kill feed. Whew. So Ancient Potion, obtain one artifact. I do want the battle trance here. The ability to draw is... Sure, we do have a couple cards in our deck that draw, both Strogonoffs in particular. But if we can get to our Whirlwind as soon as possible, that is going to, like, instantly finish fights for us. While sneaking past a group of shrouded figures, one of them approaches you. Got anything for me, friend? Perhaps maybe some coin? I just need somewhere to stay. I have treasures I can trade. He seems delusional, but harmless. If we rob him, we get a relic, but we also get the Curse of Shame, which applies 1 frailty to you at the end of your turn. So we'll pay, and we get the Darkstone Parry up. Whenever you obtain a curse, increasing max HP by 6. So that's actually going to be kind of okay for us. Okay, out of these options, I kind of just want to take the Flex, a 0-cost card that pumps our strength for a moment, because it's particularly good with the Whirlwind and the Reaper. And because we have 2 Strogonoffs as well as the Battle Trance, we've got a lot of draw that can support a 0-cost card. That's an opening turn if I've ever seen one. Now, this does leave the Centurion alive, but in doing so, it enables me to kill it with feed in the next turn. Take a second Flex. That'll probably be the last one I take, though. So Flex also has this unique interaction in that at the end of your turn, lose 2 strength is considered a debuff, so we can keep our strength if we use an ancient potion or something like that. We're not going to be doing that here, though. That's 29. And this is 26. So we use this, and then we'll use the Whirlwind as well for another 26. Only having an effect because of the Chemical X, mind. So yeah, we'll be taking a lot of damage in this fight, but that's totally okay. It's an elite. We kind of intended to take a lot of damage in this fight. Reaper dealing 10 damage and healing me for 15 is insane. Whirlwind for the kill. Pen-Nib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Ridiculous for us. Probably not another Flex, though. At least not until we upgrade them. Okay. So we do want both of those Flexes upgraded. We obviously want the Battle Trance as well for the extra draw. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just Battle Trance and then... Do I even inflame here? No, I just kill. Bye. Bunch of stuff I don't really want as well. We'll drop the Poison Potion in order to take an Energy Potion. That's actually going to be really, really, really good for this deck. I can dodge those elites in order to get 2 more early rests. That would give me the ability to upgrade Flex and Battle Trance. That's actually really appealing. Okay, Mercury Hourglass at the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. I don't want to have to open many more chests past this point, so I want to take the Sapphire Key here. Okay, there's a Flex. On Battle Trance in the next space. Duplicate a card in our deck? Hell yeah. Duplicate the Whirlwind. Now we draw it twice as often. Upgrade the Battle Trance. Oh my gosh. This is a straight up speedrun build. This is actually what the speedrunners do. Oh my god. Yeah, that was an elite. Tiny chest. Gain 30 gold on pickup. You're 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. Double tap as well? Oh my gosh. So we'll take the Power Potion. Choose one of 3 random power cards to add to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Quite powerful, that. Literally, but So if we can set ourselves up to have the Pen-Nib active, like, as we go into a boss fight, that's the best position I think we can find ourselves in. That said, I think it's slightly unrealistic because I'm about to kill. Don't need any of those. Okay, Smith yet again. Upgrading double tap is actually probably not impactful unless I have double tap as well as both of the Whirlwinds in my hand. And that's because X cost cards use all of your remaining energy, so I don't have anything that I can play after that. So we'll upgrade the Bash here just because it's the only source of vulnerability that we really have in the deck right now. So extending its value is really, really important to us. Oh, hell yes. Just a casual, ridiculous amount of damage right there. Don't mind if I do. I don't want to double tap the strike here. The big reason why is because if I do double tap the strike, then I use my pen nib, and I want to save that for another turn. Cool. So since we have pen nib here, we have 88 damage from that heavy blade, or 28, as well as heal for 23 from Reaper. Pretty ridiculous, right? We use the heavy blade first, then that, and Reaper for the heal as well. So the enemy got below half HP, which now means they're going to purge and everything's going to be bad for a while, but that's okay. They'll probably hit us really hard on turn 1 and then die on turn 2. Oh my god, no. If we draw the other flex, we might have... No, we don't. Okay. So we'll just double tap 1 Whirlwind. Cool. The other Whirlwind also would have just been 2 more applications of damage there. Totally fine. So do we take another Reaper? Do we take Barricade? Do we take Demon Form? I think we take none of them. We need the deck to be relatively thin so that we can have our combo pieces, being our Flexes and Whirlwind and Double Tap, as close together as we possibly can. So, again, don't consider whether a card is good. Consider whether it is better than not having that card and having the consistency of draw instead. Unfortunately, we don't get an energy potion on offer here, so I'll take the Runic Pyramid. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand, because that's going to give me the ability to just keep things like Flex in hand until I get Whirlwind. There's also Runic Cube. Whenever you lose HP, draw 1 card, as well as the Tiny House. Upon pickup, gain 1 potion and 50 gold. Raise your max HP by 5, obtain 1 card, and upgrade a random card. Alright. This is going to have a hard time against the Heart, just because it runs out of damage really quick. Damn. I'd really hoped that would have been a kill on the Exploder there. Oh well. Alright, so we will flex and then feed for an insta-kill. Beautiful. Unfortunately, that regret is going to be a bunch of damage to us, but that's okay. Flame, defend, and then Whirlwind. We are going to take a bunch of damage here as well, but because the enemy has Thorns, we're just always going to be taking a bunch of damage in that combat. Rupture. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. We only have regret doing that to us at the moment, so we won't take that. Shockwave. Apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. That is actually pretty good still. So there's a Glowing Tesseract that we touch. I will get 1 colorless card. Enlightenment Panic Button versus Flash of Steel. Probably Flash of Steel. It'll just help us increment our pen nib. 410 gold in order to obtain a red mask there. Not particularly interested. Transform a single card in the deck. I could transform the Regret, but it only becomes a different type of curse. It's important to note that. Clear. So I don't intend to kill the Heart this run. I kind of gave that up as soon as I decided to lean into the speedrun build and completely eschew any defense. The Heart is not like the kind of canon ending of the game. It's not how you're really supposed to end the game, if that makes much sense. It's supposed to be an extra challenge for a truly broken deck. We'll take a pre-upgraded Twin Strike here because it applies damage twice, so it benefits from strength twice. We are set up perfectly for that Whirlwind when we get it. Oh, didn't get it, lame. You know what? I'm going to flex and then double tap the Reaper here. Deals a bunch of damage and heals me for a ridiculous amount as well. Hey, there's the Whirlwind. Okay. I'll shrug it off first as well. Just because this isn't going to be lethal. Especially because my Inflames is still in my deck, right? Don't I have another one? I do not. Okay. Never mind, I was clearly just mistaken. So this is the point at which the Runic Dome can actually... Runic Dome? No. Runic Pyramid, rather, can actually be a negative. And that's in that I have a bunch of cards in my hand that I don't intend to play, so they just never leave my hand. That said, we get the feed off at the very end. Ice Cream! Energy is now conserved between turns. That is really powerful for us. We can just wait and then use a giant whirlwind at one point. So there's actually a pre-upgraded Mayhem here. At the start of your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. This deck is really, really simple. So for that reason, we could take Mayhem. But also, if Mayhem plays a whirlwind, it actually plays it for free. It plays it for full value, but you don't lose any energy, which is really powerful. So we'll take Lantern, start each combat with additional energy. We'll also take Mayhem, and then we'll card remove the Curse. Unfortunately here, I know that I do have to kill these chumps. Otherwise, well, they'll kill me. Ow. Cool. I didn't need it to hit the mainline target a bunch because the mainline was going to live, so I actually just wanted to not take that much damage there if I could avoid it. And it turns out I could. So we'll Shockwave, use a Twin Strike and a Strike just to get some cards out of the hand. I'm probably going to double tap Reaper next turn just to get some HP back. And then kill with the feed. Beautiful. Gain a potion belt as well as a regen potion. Hell yes. No other cards there though. Omamori, negate the next curses you obtain. So now I can actually open chests. Of course, there are no chests for the rest of the run, so that was a mistake. But still, it's a mistake that I made, damn it. That doesn't make it better? Okay, fair enough. I definitely don't want to use those rides. Those flexes, sorry. Get all of those out of my hand. I know that I'm wasting the energy from Ice Cream, but I am keeping my hand space, which is the important part to me. Okay. So if I double flex, we could probably just... Wait, hang on, what's the turn? It's Bash, Inflame, Flex, Flex, double tap, Heavy Blade for the kill. Easy. Bag of Marbles. At the start of combat, apply 1 vulnerability to all enemies. Hell yes. Also take a speed potion there. Come on. Didn't draw it in the first turn. Damn. That would have been so good. It's also worth noting the vulnerability applied to all enemies from Bag of Marbles. Hey, there we go. You can see that the thing plays itself. It's really nice. The vulnerability applied to all enemies from Bag of Marbles also weakens them because of the champion belt that we had from before. And this is our first Thunderclap offered since we got the champion belt, so we can take it in order to apply vulnerability and weaken to all of our enemies, which makes it a lot more valuable. We'll upgrade the Heavy Blade because I feel like that single target damage is going to be particularly important coming up. Yeah, 91 damage casually on turn 1 is just... It's like super reasonable. Alright, Flame in Flame. Probably don't want to flex just yet. No, I will. I'm not going to Battle Trance because I don't want to overdraw. I already get back to my full hand next turn anyway. There we go. So at this point, I'm basically just looking for double tap. There it is. So we'll Mayhem, double tap Reaper. Heals us back up for as much as we possibly could. Hey, just played a Heavy Blade. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mayhem. Another copy of Thunderclap? Sure. Makes the synergy much more reliable. Let's actually upgrade that double tap now that we have a 0-cost card in the deck as well in the Lash of Steel. So this enemy, as I mentioned before, gets more powerful every time you play a you know what I mean? A power card. Okay, more than happy to completely empty my first hand there. I'm just gonna double tap the cleave straight up here. Hey, nice. Good to see it. We'll play the Inflame, Shockwave as well. Throw out a Twin Strike. Great. And now we wait. Oh no, the extra energy. So I was waiting to use the Pen Nib on Whirlwind, but unfortunately, apparently the card played by Mayhem can trigger Pen Nib. Damn. Well, we'll double flex and then... Ooh. No double Whirlwind. No need for it, apparently. Definitely Thunderclap. We obviously want the enemy weakened here. They're trying to deal a bunch of damage, and I ain't down with that. I really probably should have just played a bunch of strikes there just to free up some space in my hand. Like, the fight's not in question. We're definitely going to win. Okay. Come on, Mayhem. Hey, there it goes. Beautiful. So we ready our blade and deal 928. Not half bad. Very, very quick run, so we got a quick run modifier there as well. Beautiful. So I will now smith in this position. Probably to upgrade the Shockwave, especially if I can get that on turn 1 or 2. That'll actually be really impactful. Yeah, here it is pretty obvious. It just has to be remove the Wraith. Our opening hand matters a lot as this deck, so it's really important that we don't have that there. All of these potions are earmarked for the final fight, by the way. So I'm not going to play this Whirlwind. I'm going to wait until I have a more impactful turn. Like this. That'll do. Now I'm taking 30 damage as well. Damn it. I think if I'd heavy bladed first, I would have been fine. Oh well, we got the feed at least. Self-forming clay, whenever you lose HP, gain 3 block next turn. That's actually going to be really impactful for us. Wow. Attack potion, not over any of those. So, in general, if I can get all of my flexes in hand, I can gain, what, 5, 4, and another 4. So I'll be able to gain 13 strength and use the ancient potion to negate the downside. That can be really powerful for us. Got 6 turns of vulnerability and 7 turns of weaken on the enemy. So this enemy has the effect Beat of Death, which is whenever you play a card, you take 1 damage, and also has Invincible, which means it can only take 300 damage in a single turn. That can be particularly bad. Yeah, I'll take Barricade, whatever. Okay, not bad. So using Reaper at the right time is going to be great in this fight. So on the first turn, the enemy puts 5 status cards in your deck, which is really, really, really annoying. But oh well, they're there. We'll start the regen potion as well. We regen at the end of our turn for 5 HP, and then it reduces by 1. Next turn is probably the Reaper, so... Beautiful. Yeah, it looks like I still need to use the Reaper this turn anyway, so we'll defend, inflame, flex, steroid potion, then ancient potion, so at the end of this turn we keep that 9 strength, and then we'll Reaper. That Reaper gives us 63 healing back as well. Nice. Wait, what? What was negated? The game apparently considers some effect was negated there when I hit the enemy. Because it removed my artifact. What? What? What was negated? Well, at least we keep this 39 block. That really sucks for us. What effect was negated? There was no effect negated. Ah. So this is a void, unplayable. Whenever this card is drawn, lose 1 energy. It is, however, ethereal, so it does remove itself at the very least. Has the common courtesy to do that. Okay, so we're in a good position to do a bunch of damage this turn. We flex, then double tap the Whirlwind. I actually don't even need to use my other Whirlwind right now. Hell, this actually might kill the heart. It really, really shouldn't, but it might. And if it did, it'd look a hell of a lot like that. So as we now proceed, having killed the heart in our second run with the Ironclad, we can see the story of the Ironclad killing the heart, escaping the Spire, and I'm assuming immolating the Spire. There's victory for us. We get all that. Hell yes. We get another 250 on our score modifier for being a Heartbreaker, and at light speed, victory in under 45 minutes, we get another 50. Hell yeah. That could scarcely have gone better. So now we have 3 different relics that can show up in future runs now. Omamori actually showed up in this run. Weird. But 3 different relics to show up in future runs for the moment. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Now what has it been done? The Spire sleeps, and so shall I. Obviously from Meow there. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future, including literally hundreds of hours of videos. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.